Hello friends. So in last lecture we have learned that whenever we get primers from synthesized from company, they send those primers in lyophilized form and we have to reconstitute those primers. So in last lecture what we have learned that how to reconstitute those primers, what are the stocks that we have to prepare, and how to store those primers. We know that during primer reconstitution, what I have explained you in the last lecture, that there are three kind of stocks. One is 100 micromolar, second one is 50 micromolar, and third one is 10 micromolar. So as I have discussed in last lecture that in many scientific literature, sometimes they mention the primer concentration in picomole. So when we have to calculate the concentration picomole, we should know how much stock we are preparing by adding particular amount of water or TE. TE is most preferred, and what is the concentration of those primers in master stocks when we are adding TE. So the concentration, so the main or the primary stock is, this is your primary stock. It has 100 micromolar. You can say this is primary stock with or mother stock. This is your secondary stock and this is your working stock. So now you have three kind of stocks, and these you can prepare by serially diluting these primer stocks. So whenever if you see literature, scientific literature, you have seen that sometime authors, they have mentioned concentration of forward primer or reverse primer in picomole. How to calculate that part I have discussed in previous lecture, but here I want to again mention that 100 micromolar concentration is having 100 picomole per microliter, right? And 50 micromolar has 50 picomole per microliter. This 10 micromolar has 10 picomole per microliter. So now you have three type of concentration. It is very easy to calculate the concentration either in picomolar concentration or in micromolar concentration. So if papers, they have mentioned that forward primer, they have used 15 picomole. That means if you take 1.5 microliter of 10 micromolar stock, that 1.5 microliter has 15 picomole. If they have mentioned 20 picomole, so it's very easy. You have to calculate 2 microliter from this stock. So if you take 2 microliter from 10 micromolar, that means you have 20 picomole in your PCR master mix reaction, right? Your primers are reconstituted, you know the concentration, you know the calculation now, and your stocks are ready. Primary stock or mother stock, secondary stock, and your working stock. All three stocks are now ready. But if you use your working stock for PCR reaction, sometime you will not get any PCR amplification or product. तब आपको product दिखता ही नहीं जेल पे. Then you will think there are maybe two kind of problems. One is maybe your PCR reagents are not working, like your 10x buffer or enzyme, or some problem with the water or dilution or calculation is not correct. But if it is working fine with other primer set, then you will think of, oh, my primers are some problem with my primers. So for that, it's there is a way to check whatever company people, they have synthesized the oligos and they have provided you those oligos, whether you are getting sufficient amount of oligos in lyophilized form, और आपके जो उसमें उन्होंने कुछ दिया ही नहीं है, जस्ट वाटर और सॉल्ट ही है और कुछ है ही नहीं. So in that case, how to check that primer concentration? So the one most easiest and confirmation way to confirm that yes, your primer is there or not, the most easiest way is to run a gel. Most easiest way is to run the gel. So if you just prepare 1.5% to 2% agarose gel and run your primers on that, then you will come to know yes, your primers or oligos are present in the vial mother stock or not, or in your further dilutions. So how to check these primers on agarose gel and how to analyze your gel results. So the way is, so the first and most important, there are some steps. The first step is you just prepare 1.5 to 2% agarose gel, right? Then second step is take 3 to 5 microliter of 10 micromolar working stock. Okay, working stock से आपने 3 to 5 microliter जो है you have to take out and add to 0.5 ml MCT microcentrifuge tube. Okay, the third step is mix your primer, this primer volume. Which volume? This one. Or add 6x DNA loading dye to the vial. There are two main things that you have to keep in mind. One, whenever you are checking your both reverse and forward primer, you have to be very sure that the amount of your forward or reverse primer should be same. And the 6x DNA loading dye you are taking, you have to take that much amount of 6x so that the final concentration should be 1x, right? Now load this above mixture on the gel. अब आपको ये जो मिक्सचर आपने प्रिपेयर किया प्राइमर का और डाई का, you have to load on the gel. Then run the gel for 15 to 30 minutes. 15 to 30 minutes. Right? Now, your gel was running. Now you have to analyze your gel. आपका जेल चल गया, you have to visualize your gel. तो आप 6 step is आप जेल डॉक में जाएंगे और ट्रांसफर इल्यूमिनेटर पे जाएंगे and you have to analyze your results. So these are 5 steps. क्या क्या बोले मैंने? First you have to prepare 1.5 to 2% agarose gel. Then you have to take out 3 to 5 microliter of 10 micromolar primer, and then mix with the 6x DNA loading dye, load on the gel, run the gel and visualize on the gel dock. So there are some conditions when you see the gel on your agarose gel on the gel dock. So what you will see, there are some conditions. So this is the image of your gel and these are the wells. Suppose you have loaded your forward primer, reverse primer here, right? And first you have taken 10 micromolar So you have seen a very nice band in both the wells, right? These bands, primer bands, are not very sharp bands. These are diffuse band. These are not sharp as PCR product, but you can see these bands on the agarose gel, right? So that means whatever you have diluted or prepared, that is visible on the gel. That means your primers are fine at your working stock condition. But sometime you will not see any band here. So what you will think? That means there are two conditions. One, either your 10 micromolar stock is not diluted, is not diluted properly. Second is your primer is not okay. Primer stock is not okay. So how to confirm this? Later on we'll discuss. So band nahi hai, that means these two conditions are possible. If the band is very faint, so you can see that you have to see and analyze if the band of this reverse primer is just half the concentration of forward primer or less than your forward primer. That means you have to use more amount of this primer in PCR reaction to get a successful PCR, right? Now this is the condition when you have very faint primer in 10 micromolar, but it is present in both the primers. So you have to adjust the concentration of this primer during PCR. Now how to check your 10 micromolar stock is not diluted properly and primer stock is not the primers are absent in the primer stocks. So what you have to see, you have to do, you have three stocks: 100 micromolar, 50 micromolar, 10 micromolar. So you have checked your 10 micromolar stock, but you have not checked your master stocks or secondary stocks. So you just load 100 micromolar, same 3 to 5 microliter. You can take 3 microliter, 4 microliter or 5 microliter, and 50 micromolar and 10 micromolar. 10 micromolar though you have checked, but again you can re-verify. So if there are some condition, if 100 micromolar band is there, 50 is there, but 10 is not there. 10 is not there. That means when you have diluted from 50 to 10, that time you did some mistake. You have not diluted properly. That's why you are not getting any primer band or oligo band in the gel in 10. If you will not get any band in 50, but you have 100, that means you have to reconstitute again from 100 to 50 and 50 to 100. But if the band 100 micromolar band is very faint, that means your oligo concentration is not okay. They have not provided you well or enough amount of primer. So you have to order again. You have to order your primer, or you can do some reaction with this 100 micromolar as a working stock. But you have to ultimately order fresh vial. These company people, if you request them and ask them for the exchange of, or you can replace the primer, you can ask these company people. So suppose if you don't have any band in 100 also, so that means no band, no band, no band. So what you will do? You will have this gel image. Also in last well you just ran molecular marker, 50 base pair molecular marker or 100 base pair molecular marker, because molecular marker will ensure the preparation of gel, whether your gel is okay, whether your bands are well separated, and this will help in, because you have to verify, yes, your primers are not there or oligos are not there in your vial, master stocks. So you the company people, when you send this image to your company people, what they will look, they will see the ladder molecular marker is present, okay, molecular marker is there, that means there is no problem with the gel, but your primers are not there, that means you have the oligo concentration is not enough to visualize on the gel. So this is you can ask the company people to replace these primers, they usually synthesize 2 vials, and they send you they replace your primer whenever you will send some your request with this gel image. So in this way you can check all the primer on the gel as soon as you got your primers. Immediately after getting your primer, you can visualize on the gel. So this is one of the best way to see, yes, your primer part is okay in PCR. And now you have to adjust the concentrations, you have to standardize the primer concentrations and you have to standardize your PCR conditions also. So that I will cover in my next lectures. And but this one step is very very important. You can perform in your laboratory, and you can use this as a habit as soon as you will get the primer in your laboratory. So thank you for watching me, and if you have any queries, questions, you can ask me in my comment sections. Thank you.